Hi everyone, I'm Chef Ravina and today we're going to learn how to make a vegan and gluten-free chocolate beetroot cake. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and set my flax egg. So this is 2 tablespoons of flaxseed powder, thus making it 2 flax eggs to which I'm going to add water. I'm just going to circle this around in the bowl so that it sets like an egg. I need to do this as my first step so that it gels completely. This acts as a great binding agent for vegan and gluten-free cakes. So it's definite use and you should totally try it. The next thing I'm going to do is add brown rice flour to my bowl, followed by some coarse almond flour, some oat flour, some cacao powder, baking powder, baking soda and salt all go in. And now I'm going to combine all my dry ingredients together using a spatula. In a separate bowl, I'm going to add my wet ingredients. So I'm going to start with the flax egg that I've gelled, followed by some coconut sugar. I always add coconut sugar in a wet ingredient because I feel it mixes better, but you're welcome to add it to your dry ingredients if you feel that works for you. 100 grams of freshly grated beetroot. So this is not boiled, this is not cooked, it's completely raw and about to go in. Some apple cider vinegar. And finally some coconut oil. I'm going to mix this in thoroughly. So now that my dry and wet ingredients are both ready, I'm going to go ahead and add the dry ingredients to the wet. It's always dry to wet, never wet to dry. This ensures more even baking and it makes sure the batter is properly mixed. To this, I'm going to go ahead and add some almond milk to further help me mix this batter better and make it ready to go in the oven. So now my batter is completely ready for baking. The way I know it's ready is because if I take it up and I bring it down, I can see a lot of it falls off easily. So this is a good sign. The reason I add almond milk in the end is because beetroot naturally has a lot of water. So when you use grated beetroot, a lot of the liquid gets sort of mixed into the batter. So you need to wait and see how much more hydration your batter actually requires. This batter is now ready to go into my pan for baking. So I'm going to go ahead and add it in. So you want to ensure that you smoothen out the top completely. This ensures more even baking. It gives a better aesthetic appeal to the cake. My oven's been heating on 190°C for 10 minutes. And now I'm going to go ahead and add this in for another 30 minutes. So my cake has completely cooked. The way to check that is by inserting a skewer in the center. If it comes out clean like it has with this one, you know it's ready. Another sort of way to decide if your cake has cooked, to see if the edges are completely cooked. So they start coming off from the side of the pan and they come more inwards. That's a great mark to know that the cake has cooked completely. I'm going to leave this to cool completely before I try to remove it from the mold. So now my beetroot cake has completely cooled. I'm going to go ahead and open up this little pot base that we made so that we can put it on a plate. So using a flat knife, I've removed the silicone mold and now I'm going to go ahead and flip it using a plate as my base. You can also use a cake board, any other type of plate you like, but something flat. I'm now gently going to remove the foil and the parchment paper from top. And then using another plate, I'm going to flip my cake the right way up. The next thing I'm going to do is make a super easy 4-ingredient vegan frosting. Take an empty bowl, and to this I'm going to add some cacao powder, some almond butter. You can also replace this with peanut butter, hazelnut butter, the list goes on. Some coconut sugar, and finally some water. And all I'm going to do is mix this all together till I make this beautiful creamy vegan frosting. So my frosting is ready. I'm going to use this on a cake, but you're welcome to use this on brownies, on cupcakes, on cookies. You can use it as a dipping sauce. It has so many multiple uses. I hope you enjoy it. Please do try it out. And the last thing I'm going to do is garnish this with roughly chopped pistachios. Thank you so much for subscribing to the content on my YouTube channel. Continue watching. Please do spread the word and share the love.